Hi, I'm Johanne Turner. I'm a solicitor in the BTMK Injury department. I have been qualified as a solicitor since 2001, and I specialise in dealing with personal injury and clinical negligence work. I'm sure that if you want to make a personal injury claim, there will be certain things that you would like to know about, particularly the process, what it involves, how much your claim is likely to cost, whether you're going to be successful, and how much compensation you're likely to receive. I'm going to give you an example of a case which will hopefully help you in addressing some of these queries. The first case study that I'd like to talk about involves a nice lady who came to see us. She had been involved in a serious tripping accident, where she had sustained very serious orthopaedic injuries, and the claim was going to be made against the local authority who were responsible for the area. So how did BTMK Injury help this client? When she had come to see me originally, she was at a point where she'd had discussions, round table discussions with the local authority, but had no idea of how much her claim was worth, and they in turn had just invited her to put figures forward of how much she wanted. BTMK Injury then corresponded direct with the local authority. We resolved the issues of liability, which effectively meant who was to blame for the accident, and this was obviously resolved in her favour. From there, given that she'd had very serious orthopaedic injuries, we arranged for her to see a medical expert, an independent orthopaedic surgeon. They assessed her and gave us a preliminary view and advised of further treatment. When the report was received, we, with her medical insurers, arranged for her to be taken in, have the surgery that she required. Only when the client had recovered completely from the procedures, and she was at a point where she could go back to our medical experts, we then obtained a final opinion in respect of her injuries, and we were able to enter into discussions with the defendants to recover compensation for her. As part of that compensation, this process involved instructing a barrister, so she didn't have the worry. We also managed to recover, in terms of the compensation for her injuries, we recovered all out-of-pocket expenses for her and any anticipated expenses for the future. The claim was settled in this particular case without the necessity for issuing court proceedings. The client recovered £30,000 for her compensation. All of the medical insurance outlay was recovered, and throughout the claim we also managed to secure for her an interim payment in advance of her compensation, which helped her with any financial difficulties that she was having along the way. No element of her compensation is deducted to pay for our firm's costs.